Hey guys, what's up? Okay, so this is gonna be just a quick, I guess, volume 4, chapter 4, uh, I guess, somewhat review slash theory, just kind of a quick thing out of the top of my head. Um, this is gonna be released probably, yeah, this is gonna be uploaded, before my reaction to chapter 4 because Rooster Teeth hasn't released the episode on YouTube yet, and I'm gonna try and keep with their, policies and all that stuff and not get red flagged for that. So, um, for those of you who have seen Volume 4 on Rooster Teeth's website already, you'll probably think of this as well as I'm talking. For those of you who have not seen Volume 4 yet, whether it be through YouTube or just haven't gone to Rooster Teeth's website and watched their video yet, this will be a little bit of spoiler talk slash just my own personal theory that I just came with the top of my head that just made me go, that would be a total mind fuck if this was true. Now, warning you right now, I'm going to start the spoiler talk a little bit now. Um, so the fact that we in the little credit section of the picture of the end of Volume 4, with the art gallery that they always do, we see that the kid who we saw in episode 1, his name is Oscar, and we saw him in the fourth episode, uh, going through his daily life, and then kind of suggestingly look in the mirror and kind of just say hello, as if like he might have heard something beforehand, but didn't know if it was true or not. And then all of a sudden we hear, "Hello, I'm Professor Ozpin." Just a response back, and that was totally like catching almost anyone who's seen the episode, including myself, off guard because that's just I confirm that he's alive. Now the thing is though, one thing that I kind of thought to myself is after looking at Oscar's design, his facial and hairstyle even is kind of reminding me of a younger Ozpin. Now, with this in mind, the fact that I just said that, um, the fact that we're hearing Ozpin talking from a mirror, or suggestingly saying that he's talking through the mirror, um, one thing that kind of caught out of my head a little bit was the fact that like a thing of, well, since Ozpin is more of a being of time, or theorized to have time powers in a sense, and I kind of made a joke in my Volume 4 reaction, Chapter 4 reaction, saying how mind blown Ozpin's Time Lord. Now, with that in mind, going along with that little joke that I said in the reaction that you'll see later on, um, there's a thing in my head going, what is the idea of that Cinder maybe telling the truth a bit? That she kind of did kill Ozpin, but only of his physical being. Now, that being said, there was also a theory in the past that Ozpin was the original wizard who gave the maidens their powers. If that is the case, plus if the case of him actually having time um, manipulation somehow, or some sort of time powers, um, would it not be possible then, if he was indeed a magician that had the ability of messing with time or affecting time somehow, wouldn't it be possible for him to not only project himself as far as his soul, let's say through objects or anything, but wouldn't it be possible he's into a parallel world, or let's say like who's ever seen the chapter of One Piece, where we're seeing pretty much um, God, Chopper and the rabbit mink uh, trapped in a mirror slash world. Now, the fact that they showed that in the chapter kind of made me think whether he's in that sort of parallel world or dimension, uh, and this boy who's named Oscar is a potential vessel for Ozpin to go into. Because the thing is, like I said, he looks like a younger version of Ozpin. And wouldn't it be interesting if the soul of Ozpin himself is the wizard? And kind of like how he does with the maiden's powers, where the maidens transfer from one woman to the next. Wouldn't it be possible if, as a fifth thing, is that the wizard's soul is able to transfer from host to host? That being said, powers included, Oscar could be a potential host for Ozpin's soul, or even his everything about him. Just that would just be a real mind blower in a sense. Also because of the fact that, like, maybe if Oscar was in the past, for instance, let's say for instance let's say for instance if Ozpin, let's say his physical form in the future in the Battle Beacon, had been killed, and his soul goes into the parallel world, travels back in time, or somewhere even in the present, for instance, but finds a physical body to become the next host of his soul. That would be something as well. Again, these are all just my own little fan theories, because looking over little things and kind of piecing things together, but kind of also like just saying, because we don't have enough evidence, it's only theories and speculations as to what could possibly be true. And it would be something if I catch this on the money and it actually is true. If anyone else has the same thoughts, please let me know in the comments so we can just kind of like just go over with theories and discussions. Back on track now, though. Another key hint as to why I'm thinking that Ozpin or this child may have some relation to Ozpin in some manner of speaking, or even the original wizard. The farm that this kid's working on is very, very similar to what we see in the little animation of the storytelling as to the original Wizard and the Four Maidens. Basically, kind of teaching the old man about getting outside and tending to the garden and growing crops. But it is interesting, though, that we hear this kid's mom in the background obviously yelling to him. Kind of trying to get his attention, which was why I thought, is it possible that this is a younger version of the Vessel of Ozpin or something like that? Again, this is all theories in my head that are just kind of like just sprayed all over the board in my mind, and just trying to like put little little red string and little thumbtacks in the walls. Just trying to piece something together, because just hearing all of this, and then even with the fact of what we hear later on about between Raven and Crow and their situation between their past and what happened to Xi'an Village, is interesting as well, because of again connecting the dots of what they're saying and how everything is connected in a sense. I mean, I could go into details, but I kind of discussed a bit more in my chapter 4 reaction between Crow and Raven as to what they talked about, what could possibly have transpired. So I think I'm just gonna cut off at this video, only because I just wanted to post up my little fan theory about Ozpin and Oscar and even the old wizard, just because of the fact of like, again, I was kind of rewatching chapter 4, and looking at his face just made me go, he looks very similar, but a younger, paler version of Ozpin. Even the hairstyle kind of caught me off guard, and thinking, he just looks like Ozpin. What is going on? So again, it's just my little fan theory. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and if I'm right, that would just be amazing. So, like I said, if you like my little theory, think it might have some sort of validity to it, or even you think that's not. Even if you just want to say, no, that can't be possibly true, and then put me on with facts and all that stuff, go ahead, put it in the comments. You can like my video and also subscribe if you want to. I'm going to try and do more review reactions, obviously, in the future, and more content as well, whether it be between gaming or any other kind of reactions. But also, if you guys want me to react to something as well, I mean, I'm open to suggestions. I try and find content to react to, but I tend to spoil myself and just watch it before I can even record myself have a reaction. So just send me something interesting to react to. I'll try and be good and record myself reacting to something that would be interesting. So either way, I'll catch you guys all later, and peace.